Hi everyone, this is Dr. Colin Matai with Inspire People, Impact Lives. We're here talking about some subjects that are supposed to inspire you, subjects that are supposed to change you, some subjects that are supposed to challenge you to go higher. And today's kind of nugget of wisdom is what you think about is what you become. As simple as that may sound, in its simplicity, there's great truth. Because the thing that you think about all the time is what you become. The thing that you think about all the time, that's what you start to draw in your life. So as simple as that might sound, that is the truth of the matter. And so here's what we're doing. We're talking about watching your thoughts, watching what you're ruminating on, and making sure that you make a conscious effort to have thoughts that are in line with the direction of your life that you desire. So if you want to be a billionaire, or you want to be a millionaire, you want to be a successful spouse, you want to be a successful student, you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you can't focus on things that are contrary to that picture. Because the thoughts that you're constantly thinking on are painting a picture, and that is the picture that you start moving towards. You will find that, and this is a study that's been proven, you find that people that grow up in a certain environment, whether it's wealthy environment or poverty environment or middle class environment, for the most part you find that they will maintain that trajectory. So people born from poor families usually remain poor. People born from middle class families usually remain around the middle class family. People born in wealthy families usually remain in the wealthy family. And that's because of the picture that they've accepted of what's feasible. And so if I can see myself moving towards a direction, and I believe in my heart that I can obtain that picture, it becomes a reality. So the first thing comes with believing. And you've heard of the 4 minute mile run that was broken by Roger Bannister. For the longest time, people thought running a mile in 4 minutes was impossible, and doctors put a cap on that possibility by saying to people that your heart would actually blow out of your chest if you run that. But that's because they had never seen somebody who was able to do that, and so everybody would not run past that 4 minute mile, right? And then Roger Bannister comes along, he challenges that paradigm, and he runs it under 4 minutes. And when Roger Bannister broke that limitation, several other people came along and were able to run the mile in under 4 minutes. And it all comes from our imagination. What you see in your mind is what's feasible. If you're seeing in your mind that middle class is your destiny, that will be your destiny. If you see yourself wealth and being part of the 1%, being rich, being in the upper classes is my destiny, that will become your destiny. If you are poor and you're seeing yourself as poor, that will become your destiny. If you come, and that applies in the relationships, it applies in our careers, it applies in our ability to achieve a lot of things. And it's all in the mind. It's all about the pictures. And the pictures are as a result of the thoughts that you have. So I have to teach you a quick technique to avoid that. And immediately you have a thought that is contrary to the picture that you are trying to attain. Pull down that thought. This is all principles that are all over the Bible, by the way. It talks about pulling down strongholds and imaginations to get in line with the imagination that Christ has put in his word. It talks about think on things that are pure, think on things that are exhorting, think on things that, because they know the power of thoughts. And so here's a quick technique. But as soon as you start imagining things, worrying, thinking about things that are saying, hey, you're not going to attain this, even attitudes, as soon as you start having those attitudes, those imaginations, those words, think, no, I'm not going to think like that. I can do this. This is feasible for my family. This is feasible for me. This is not impossible. Somebody else has done it, which means I can do it as well, because I am created in the image of God. And because no one is more special than the other person, you should be able to do it as well. It's just a matter of focus. So the technique is, anytime a thought comes in your mind that says, oh, you're too small, you can't speak in front of a large crowd, reject that thought and say, no, I reject that thought, and then replace it with an imagination of you sitting or standing in front of thousands of people and talking to them and speaking confidently, practicing the mirror. If you see yourself as, oh, I can never drive a beautiful car, then reject that thought. No, I reject that thought right now. And then replace it with the thought that says, I can drive a beautiful car. I can drive whatever your goal is. I can drive a Tesla Y or Tesla X. I can drive a Ferrari. And see yourself walking out of your house. And this is gonna be a conscious effort. Walk out of your house, go into and pretend you're opening a Ferrari, and bring that feeling into your body. And so here's the caveat, and just to close, just a reminder, what you think is what you become. As simple as that may sound, what you think is what you become. All right, guys, stay blessed. Thank you for joining our podcast, our YouTube video, and have a blessed day, and may God bless everyone. Thank you.